Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today, let's just talk about Monkey D. Luffy. And we're gonna find out just how strong this kid really is. I mean, more like a man or a young man, but he's still a kid to our eyes, right? So, there are various things about Luffy. People said that Luffy isn't really that strong. He's only like, what? He's only island level at best, country level. But however wrong they are, and those people has never read One Piece, nor has they even watched it all the way up to current, because there are various scans of Luffy being more powerful than you think. And today in this video, you about to find out just how strong he really is. I mean, the title gives, not the title, the thumbnail gives away, of course, but you're about to see why. Now, to start it off, there is this character named Chinjao, Chinjao, you know what I'm talking about, One Piece fans. And Luffy has directly clashed with this powerhouse in Dressrosa. Now let me show you just how strong Don Chinjao, back in his glory days, was. There was this powerhouse. Don destroyed the entire continent made of ice, and this continent was not any regular continent due to the fact that the ice was harder than steel. And they tried everything from fire, axes, etc. It didn't actually do anything at all to it. And they tried they pretty much tried everything. But Don, according to Don, the guy who who knows exactly what is or requires to destroy the continent, he was very far from accomplishing anything anytime soon. Now, even after 100 years, they wouldn't have done anything. And Don Chinjao did it on his own. Like, he literally split it open with the headbutt. Now, if you consider this and realize just how much bigger the One Piece world is than our real world, you will realize that the countries are also much larger. So I cannot even imagine how huge that continent actually was. Now, considering these two circumstances, this will bump his feet of busting a continent from continental to large or multi-continent, right? Now, Luffy during Dressrosa directly clashed with an exponentially weakened Chinjao, and this happened. He did this Gear 3rd, which was very impressive, and he fixed his head. Now, the why this is impressive is because pretty much the reason why his head was like that in the first place is because Luffy's grandfather, back when in his glory days, actually one-shot he one-shot Don with his continental head, his pointing head that could split continents, and Garp literally punched it in with one punch. Now, Luffy doing this in Gear 3rd is very impressive. Now, it's understandable if this doesn't actually, intentionally scale Luffy to large or multi-continental, but it should once you consider the force that this attack was so insane that it actually brought back out the old shape of his head from before. That should be enough to justify that, to say Luffy's feet here was large or multi-continental. And now this is very impressive considering how much more powerful his bounce man Gear 4th, is greater than his Gear 3rd. Also, on a side note, he treated Chingo's son Sai like he was complete fodder. Just kicked him on the side like nothing. And the same Sai was able to later split his father's Chingo's, spike head with his foot. The same spike head that can pretty much destroy a continent. Now you can try to downplay Sai by saying his father stated that he wasn't at his prime and admitted that he can't fight the way that he used to. But the thing is that it doesn't really matter, because Chinjao, who knows the power of Sai's foot firsthand, states that Sai can shatter, not split, but shatter the same ice continent he split back in his glory days. He stated this. Now, Sai has, the torch passed down to him, as well as he needs to at least be strong enough to replace him. So based off of all of this, Sai scales far above Prime Chinjao, making him large or multi-continental plus as well. Now keep in mind that Chinjao knew how much it would take to split the ice continent, as he stated in the anime. So him stating Sai can shatter the ice continent is valid. And not only that, but Sai serves under Luffy's 100 fleet. So yeah. Now may that I remind you, Sai got one shot by Luffy. Luffy one-shot Sai in base form and knocked Chinjao's spike head back in gear 3rd. Now these feats were performed without gear 4th, so that scales Luffy far above Sai and Prime Chinjao, even without gear 4th. This will make Luffy large continental plus or multi-continental plus, even without gear 4th. Now his gear 4th is pretty much stated by Doflamingo that it is a 10 times multiplier. I want to show this so you can see for yourself. Now this makes sense considering how powerless Luffy was against Doflamingo without his gear, his 4th gear. And Doflamingo even points out Luffy's attacks aren't really doing any damage to him despite him being worn down. And his gear 2nd attacks wouldn't even catching him at all. And there's also the fact that Luffy's gear 3rd attacks wasn't helping him at the slightest. And Doflamingo was just punking his gears around. Now Luffy clearly flat out inferior to Doflamingo without his gear 4. So he would have needed some kind of insane power up to even seriously hurt Doflamingo, let alone to be able to completely dominate Doflamingo without his awakening. Now he also showcases the full power of his gear 4th without King Kong gun, and completely overpowers Doflamingo's God Thread. And before all of this happened, he just know that pretty much through the whole fight, Luffy dominated the hell out of Doflamingo completely. Now for the God Thread, this is when Doflamingo was awakened, of course. He awakened his devil fruit. To say that Luffy's balance, man, is anything lower than a 10 times multiplier, after seeing the massive gap in power between regular Luffy and Gear 4th Luffy, is crazy. That multiplier right there, plus how much Luffy has grown in strength since Dressrosa, should jump Luffy up from large continental or multi-continental plus to the lower planetary ranges like moon level. Yep, you heard me right, like moon level. Now I won't be doing that just yet for the sake of not pissing off the the down players or the One Piece haters, right? The 10 times multiplier will automatically make Dressrosa Luffy Multi-continental plus. And we got Luffy even stronger than this going on forth to, you know, to Whole Cake Island up to Wano arc. And he got him stronger than this. Now, during Luffy versus Katakuri fight, Luffy fought Katakuri in his Gear 4th bounce man and got completely wrecked. Completely wrecked by Katakuri. Katakuri was barely even struggling at all, and he was barely getting harmed. But of course, he has that hacks to see the future. But still, though, he was still completely dominating Luffy on his own. Now, mid-fight, Luffy began to increase in strength until the point that Luffy in his base form was stated by Katakuri himself to finally catch up with him. Now, you could say like, oh, you know, he actually respects Luffy at this moment. That's what he meant by that. But even if that wasn't the case, this will make Luffy in base 4 on his level. Or, you know, pretty much he did injure himself. So that's the fact right there. But yeah, Luffy's Gear 4th in Whole Cake Island is by default above Gear 4th in Dressrosa. And Whole Cake Island, Luffy in Gear 4th earlier was getting beat down by Katakuri when he entered Bounce Man and was clearly not on his level. This would mean in order to Luffy, for Luffy in base to catch up to Katakuri would be on his level, his base would need to surpass his Gear 4th Bounce Man that got beaten up by Katakuri earlier in the fight. Now this makes sense from a narrative standpoint because Luffy made it clear that become his goal throughout the whole fight. It stated that his intentions to surpass Katakuri. It makes sense from a logical perspective because Rayleigh states that the more you hone your haki in battle, the stronger your haki becomes. Or in the manga sense, what it says is that the flower of haki only truly blossoms in the extreme conditions of a battle, and the more you face off against stronger opponents, the stronger you'll become. So kind of like a Zenkai boost. Now this is also supported by the fact that all of the SHP, obviously including their captain, getting stronger with every battle as Zoro and stated, and was demonstrated when Luffy versus Bluno. So pretty much, yes, they'll get stronger within every battle. I'm gonna show you every single instance that has been stated that they get stronger in every battle. They need to, of course. It's gonna become the Pirate King, you know, the pirate crew of the Pirate King. Like, come on, future Pirate King. Now, it's also very possible that Luffy's intense battle with Katakuri lasted for a very long time, and Luffy versus Katakuri lasted around 9 to 13 and a half hours. Yeah, this is a pretty fucking long fight. Really long. And Luffy was fighting for hours upon end against Katakuri. Shows how beastly they are. And kind of explains why Luffy did in fact outlast Katakuri. Katakuri got extremely tired because he is in fact a Paramecia. But we found out that Luffy is a mythical Zoan, and Zoans, they can recover quickly as fuck. Quickly. Mythical Zoans way above the normal Zoans. So pretty much Luffy has insane recovery speed and insane regenerative capabilities and durability, which explains why Luffy was able to quote unquote win against Katakuri. Now, it should be noted there are 2 breaks between the fight and Katakuri's donut break, as well as Luffy, taking a break and recharge his haki, plus the extra time it took the distance from the mirror, in the mirror world, and from the Sunny after Luffy escaped. And overall, this is a very long time for Luffy to grow in power. So it shows that he is more than enough time realistically to make that jump. And it also shows that Luffy has some insane stamina, quote unquote Zoan type. And Luffy surpassing his 4th gear in base was very realistic and did happen. Now, with all that in mind, it's safe to say that Luffy jumps up a tier from multi-continental to planetary ranges, but I won't be bold to say any regular planetary, but to keep him at the low tier Moonbuster. And this is before Wano arc, right? Before. If Luffy is a quote unquote a Moonbuster now, on like moon level, that would mean Luffy got even stronger than that, because Kaido completely one-shotted this same Luffy, making Kaido at least moon level plus, right? Because he completely whooped Luffy's ass more than once. If we even go like 4 times, even with Luffy's new power up, yeah, completely one-shotted him. So he definitely is like a moon level up there for Kaido and Luffy. But it's further explain is that the mythical Zoans or Zoan types, they get recovery so fast, and in more intense battle they recover, they get stronger and stronger in the midst of battle. For Luffy, it's even faster than that, because he's getting closer to his awakening. So for, I would say, Onigashima Luffy with his advanced hockey and stuff like that should be around moon level plus, on comparable to Kaido, of course. And Gear 5th Luffy, I'd say Gear 5th Luffy should be vastly more powerful than that, because he is like, yeah, he is getting the upper hand against Kaido. Kaido is still doing some damage against Luffy, but he is getting extremely tired against this Gear 5th Luffy. And I think Gear 5th Luffy should be definitely on this tier, definitely, unless we see like another awakening from Kaido or some shit. But this will actually put like moon level plus, or to, I don't know, small planetary, maybe small planetary, maybe. If not, it's still moon level plus, unless we see some stupid shit from Gear 5th Luffy. So that's highballing it to small planet level, or we could say pretty much likely higher with Gear 5th. And yeah, we're gonna just leave it like that. Now, as for speed, Luffy should be completely easily faster than light. Easily faster than light. Dodging that laser in the beginning of time skip, he's already like FTL plus, or 10 times the speed of light, according to Death Battle is 10 times the speed of light. Luffy got even faster than this beginning of time skip. With Snake Man, he should be at least massively faster than light. Now, the only thing I'm saying this is because pretty much we had Katakuri, who actually defeated Sanjay's brothers, who are pretty much confirmed to be light speed. He completely decimated them without struggle. And yeah, you could say with his advanced hockey and stuff, but he still was able to keep up with them with raw speed and combat speed. So pretty much, yeah, Katakuri should be at least FTL plus as well to MFTL, because he was able to keep up with Gear 4 for Luffy, even with Snake Man, which gets faster and faster, and he still was whooping this version's ass. So Katakuri is MFTL, and Luffy should be MFTL. Kaido should be at least MFTL plus, because he one-shotted Gear 4 Luffy, and he one-shotted Luffy with all these upgrades and power-ups, Who a future sight and still blitzed him. Some people say it's, and he's he's FTL plus because he speed blitzed Luffy with future sight, but pretty much Luffy was already MFTL plus when he fought Katakuri, and Katakuri was still speed blitzing and completely bodying Luffy. So Kaido should be way above that, so he should be MFTL plus as well. Well, if y'all agree or disagree, hey, disagree with me, okay? Disagree with me. But there's videos that Luffy is MFTL plus at least. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Durability should be the same as the Takmosi. I mean, well, of course it is. He's a Zoan. So yeah, let me go, guys. Think about this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, peace.